Hey guys, it's EricLee2309 back at it with my first podcast. So I've officially made the announcement that I am going to be making this channel into a podcast channel. I'm not posting my podcast on things like Spotify solely because I don't have the resources to do so. So today in my podcast, I'm basically just going to go over all the stuff that's happening in Pokemon competitive, while maybe even going over some Loomian Legacy content at the same time. So let's start off by going to the Smogon Discord and going to news. Okay, so I think this topic is pretty interesting actually. So Blitz posted on the Smogon Discord that for AAA, which is almost any ability, they are suspect testing Noivern. So basically, they're considering banning Noivern in AAA. So let's read this. This is my first time looking at this. So let's read this description. Noivern is easily one of the most iconic threats in AAA, running its infamous Aerialate Boom Burst set in every generation of the metagame since Gen 6. Alright, so right off the bat, if you don't know what Aerialate does, it makes normal type moves into flying type moves. Boom Burst is, I think, a 140 base power, normal type special move, 100% accurate. So basically, you're giving it a boost through Aerialate, since it gets, I think, a 1.2 times boost, and that's not adding what's that called? Stab damage. So you have a 1.2 boost from the ability alone, and then you have a further boost from same type attack boost. So that, with all things considered, is I think it should be ban worthy, solely because Noivern, its special attack stat is insane. If you threw choice specs on it, this thing would literally hit OHKO anything that is neutral to flying type moves. So the only thing that could tank, a Boom Burst, Aerialate, Stab, choice spec is probably Steel type Pokemon, Rock type Pokemon. Anything resistant to flying types could probably take this pretty well. But other than that, everything else is going to get wrecked by this. So I think it should be banned, because if Noivern had Scrappy, then that would be 100% reason for it to be banned, since Scrappy hits ghost types. So you would have to, that would be OP. Let's continue reading. More specifically, it's not so high special attack stat of 97. It capitalizes on the sky high 140 base power, a boom burst in conjunction with the 1.2 times Aerialate boost to threaten a powerful stab boosted attack that most things can't comfortably switch into. What I said. In fact, the general rule with Specs Aerialate Boom Burst from Noivern is that it either has a favorable role to OHKO or cleanly OHKOs more or less any Pokemon that isn't invested in HP or special defense. So something like any HO team would get swept by this thing, since it has such a high speed stat. Noivern's base 123 speed tier is noteworthy as well. None of the viable unboosted metagame that outspeeds it can reliably switch in, and it outspeeds offensive Pokemon with speed tiers from base 90 to base 120. So my thought is basically you literally have to sack a Pokemon and then switch into your Dragapult with 140 speed, considering that Noivern is probably not Scarfed, and that could probably kill it. But you have to sack a Bond. The whole thing about banning is that if it's to the point where you have to sack a Mon, I think it's worthy of a ban. Both in the builder and in play, not very many other Pokemon, if any, have as large as impact on metagame as Noivern does. I actually think this is pretty funny and pretty consequential, since I have actually never seen a Noivern in my AAA battles, and I've battled in AAA for like 60 battles, so I haven't seen one Noivern, so I don't know what they're talking about, but I could already see why Noivern could be such a big threat. Even with 97 as your special attack stat, that could hit hard. Virtually every team is to carry a Pokemon that not just resists boom burst, but is capable of actually taking multiple switch-ins if need be. I just have a Duraludon. This includes sets like Blissey, Chansey, Regen Vest, Silvally Electric, Regenerator Jirachi, Regenerator Nihilego, and Regenerator Diancie. Other Pokemon walls like Corviknight and Heatran exist, but often opt for physically defensive sets in the former case and specially defensive sets in the case of the latter, which are more consistent. Alright. Let's see. Okay, that's about it. So, that's that. And then, now I'm going to be going over the next post that they made on Bright Powder, Lax Incense, Focus Band, and Quick Claw being banned from 1v1. Let's see this. I'm interested in this. So, while RNG is ever-present aspect of the 1v1 metagame, actually RNG is a present aspect of every Pokemon metagame, concerns have been brought up after a recent wave of people spamming the 1v1 ladder with these items in cheesing games. So let's see, what items? What items again? What were the items? My brain can't power. Bright Powder, Lax Incense, Focus Band, Quick Claw. Quick Claw makes it so that you move first. It's a role for you to move first. So basically, you can lose a game if you're going against like a Garchomp and Dragonite matchup. You know, you're both Dragon types. You could KO each other. If the Garchomp had like, if the Dragonite had Quick Claw, let's say it didn't activate the first turn. So Garchomp hit it with a Outrage. That'd be fine because you have multi-scale. And then Dragonite hit back with Outrage. And if that didn't kill, the second roll could be... Dragonite can still win since it has Quick Claw. So yeah. Let's see, what's Lax Incense? I should really know this stuff. Been playing Pokemon for fucking most of my life and I don't know what Lax Incense is. Alright. Let's see, Lax Incense. Oh, the accuracy of attacks against the holder is 0.9. So basically 10% accuracy drop. That's bad, especially for things like Sleep Powder. Oof, you're not going to be hitting that. And then we have Bright Powder and Focus Band. All right. Let's see. Go to Smogon Dex. Bright Powder and Focus Band. Focus Band. Holder has 10% chance to survive attack that would KO it with 1 HP. Okay, so it's basically... let's see. It's basically a Focus Sash, but it works even if it's not full health. RNG again. RNG items in 1v1, it costs a lot. And then Bright Powder. Let's see. Another RNG item. Actually, okay, so the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing as Lax Incense. So that's that. Yeah, I think RNG should be banned in 1v1 because 1v1 as a metagame overall is basically just, you know, whoever has the best attack wins. So now let's go over the Llama Train Studio leak recently about the Atlantean city. So first, we have the image of the battle theater. Now, this is something that I'm not surprised about since I've predicted that this battle theater would be a water-type battle theater ever since I first heard the name of Atlantean City, you know, Atlantis. And yeah, this city is a submerged metropolis beneath the sea surrounding Aurora. This is plenty more to explore when we release this city. Alright, and then the second image, so in the second image, it's basically a manor. I predict this is going to be, if you remember for Pokemon Brick Bronze, after Rose Cove City happened, as you all know, after Rose Cove City, you got a manor, which was the haunted house, and you could catch Rotom, where you have to do the special mini game where you have to take Rotom out of the appliances in order to catch it. So I'm predicting this is going to be the case since we are done with the third Battle Theater 2. So this might be a roaming or just an uncommon, like, non-rallyable Loomian. So this is going to be it for my first podcast. I hope you all enjoyed. So as you can see, from now on, I'm going to do my podcast for around 10 minutes. So yeah, I'll be back whenever I can make another podcast. But until then, peace.